Hi, have a terrible Sunday, or Monday, or whenever you're watching this garbage. Today, we're talking about pet horror stories. People call them creepy pastas. I call them reasons why Nintendo needs to be investigated by the FBI. Let's go.
First up, Hypno. It's a tapir that walks on two legs, holds a shiny pendulum, and enjoys putting people to sleep. Seems legit. Totally trustworthy. There's a song called Hypno's Lullaby. Basically, Hypno lures kids into the woods. He promises them everything. The Switch 2, shiny Pokémon, Leon. Meeting the strongest trainer. Sound familiar? Yeah, like those guys in white vans parked near elementary schools. In the chorus, Hypno ties the kids up in a cave. He tells them to stop wiggling so he can eat their dreams. Yeah, eat dreams. I don't know about you, but if a long-nosed yellow creature told me to follow him into a dark cave, I'd call the cops or animal control. But in this story, the kids follow him, and they never go home. Lesson learned, don't trust animals holding pocket watches. That's just basic survival skills, people.
Next, the gold glitch. Classic horror cliché. A guy buys a used copy of Pokémon Gold for cheap. The cartridge is glitched. Instead of throwing it away and buying a new one, he decides to keep playing. Because gamer logic. In the game, things go south. The main character loses his limbs. No arms, no legs, bleeding eyes. Normally, this is the part where a sane person turns off the console, but no, our buddy keeps playing. What a cheapskate. Finally, a Pokémon appears with black holes for eyes and says, "We will be together forever." Sounds romantic in a low-budget horror movie kind of way. The kid wakes up, looks in the mirror, and sees the Pokémon's face instead of his own. If he had just spent the extra $20 for a factory new copy, none of this would have happened. Saving money in the wrong places. Number 3, Mew. Everyone likes Mew. It's pink, it floats, it meows. There's a story about a GameStop event giveaway. A guy gets a Mew, but this Mew has anger management issues. It forces itself into battles. It doesn't make opponents faint, it kills them. The text box says, "Mew has killed Pidgey." Great, now the game has turned into Cemetery Simulator. You literally have to go bury the dead Pokémon. Is this a game or unpaid janitorial work? Then Mew asks, "Are you happy?" The guy selects yes. Of course he selects yes. Who's gonna argue with a floating psychopathic embryo capable of mass murder? In the end, he smashes his Nintendo DS, a very American solution, but Mew still haunts him. So inconvenient.
Next, Wigglytuff. A girl does an online trade and gets a Wigglytuff named Disable. I'm not judging the name choice, but that's a bad omen. She takes it to battle. Every time it gets hit, its sprite degrades. Ears fall off, eyes bulge out. It looks like abstract art painted by a lunatic in an asylum. The game asks, can it sing? The girl picks no. The Wigglytuff screams. Not singing, screaming. Speaker breaking screams. The girl panics and throws her DS away. Again with the throwing. Why is everyone in these stories so rich? Later, she trades the Wigglytuff for something else. The end. A very realistic ending. You get a defective product, you return it. 1-star customer service. Finally, Parasect. This isn't even a made-up story. It's real life. The crab at the bottom, it's dead. The mushroom on its back, that's the captain now. It's based on a real fungus called cordyceps. The fungus eats the bug's brain and turns it into a fleshy taxi to drive the mushroom around. So when Paris evolves, its eyes go blank white. That's the sign of brain death. We are catching a walking corpse and making it fight other animals for our entertainment. The game developers said, don't think too hard about it. Fine. Basically, you are raising a zombie. Check your head for mushrooms later. Quick disclaimer, I scraped these stories from all over the web. Are they 100% accurate? Probably not.
But hey, this is a horror video, not a history documentary. As long as you're terrified, does the truth really matter? That said, if you want to fact-check me or add something, feel free to comment below. I promise to read it, unless Hypno finds me first.
That's the top 5. If you were scared, good. If you found it funny, so did I. Click like, or don't. I'm used to the rejection. But please subscribe. I'm trading my trauma for a Big Mac. See you when I find something more terrible to ruin your childhood. Bye.